First time here, make sure you push that subscribe button right now and push the thumbs up. It's going to be a crazy video because comedian Chris D'Elia has now been exposed. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have lots to say about this subject. Um, let me first of all just make sure some people are in here. Let me just here. Let me fix up the tags here because PlayStation messes up the tags so badly. Uh, Chris. Uh, there we go. All right. I got PlayStation as well. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining. This is gonna be an interesting stream. Um, Chris Elia fucked up. Let me try and read some news to you guys about what Chris Elia did. He is a comedian, and this is what I have a problem with all these famous comedians that get really well known in Los Angeles. People don't understand how fucked up some of these comedians are, and I'm not talking about just like good fucked up wise. I'm talking about like jail fucked up wise. Like 75% of famous comedians are actually pieces of shit. And they're fucking terrible human beings. I'm just saying this right now. It's just from what I'm experiencing right now. It's just some comedians out there are just uh, mid-rich assholes that try and get away with saying hate crimes on TV. They can get away with like things, but looks like Chris D'Elia fucked up. Let me try and read some news here. Chris D'Elia, U-Star. Chris D'Elia is known in a lot of things. Chris D'Elia, I actually went to Montreal and I was supposed to walk Chris D'Elia to a an event. I didn't. Um, Oh, when I was working there at the time, you just get tossed around different names and just yeah, I'll go there. Yeah, so Chris D'Elia, he's been known for like this. A lot of ladies like Chris D'Elia. Okay, um, so um, it's not a shocker. I'm saying that it's not a shocker that this guy is complete fucktard. It's crazy because this guy brags about how sober he is. He doesn't drink or anything like that. So it goes to show that some of these sober fucks are some of those fucked up people in the world. All these goody two shoe people, like, like, oh, I don't drink, and like, oh, I'm fancy ass. Some of them are just really fucked up. So, let's read some news here. Chris D'Elia, U-Star and comedian, facing numerous sexual misconduct. Oh fuck! Let's read this shit. Come on, you stupid ass computer. Chris D'Elia, U-Star and comedian, facing numerous sexual misconduct and grooming allegations on Twitter. Okay, well, Comedian Chris D'Elia has been accused of sexual misconduct on Twitter on Tuesday. User Simone Rosie, who goes by the screen name at Girl Power to Be Honest, TBH, tweeted out a series of screenshots depicting a conversation between herself and someone who appears to be D'Elia. The conversation itself indicates to be from 2014, where the U star appears to be requesting a pic from Rossi. While the sender's name is blocked out in the pair of images, it appears to read D'Elia's name in part in a follow-up tweet. Rossi, who indicated that she was 16 at the time. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Who indicated she was 16 at the time, wrote that she was being groomed by a stand-up comedian who was twice her age. She also claims that the two never met up and she had gotten a boyfriend her own age. Rossi then goes on to more specifics about their alleged interactions, where she later mentions the comedian by name. In more follow-up tweets, Rossi also claims that the comedian used his age to his advantage. What the fuck? The fuck? That's insane. I used to like Chris D'Elia. What a shame. See, all you people that like all these goody two shoe comedians, they're no good. I'm a fellow comedian. I was supposed to walk Chris D'Elia to an event when I was in Montreal. For anybody that's coming in here right now, if you're new here, I myself am a comedian, and I go to the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal almost every 3 years or something like that. Chris D'Elia was very popular when I showed up there. You know, all these comedians were talking about, oh, Chris D'Elia, all these ladies love him and everything like that. And this guy talks about, oh, I don't drink, just cause problems and everything like that. This goes to show that you can be sober as fuck and you are fucking terrible. Okay? These fucking goody two-shoe comedians, like, I don't know what's going on with Netflix promoting all these terrible comedians. Tom Segura, Chris D'Elia, who else is fucking terrible right now? Bert Kreisler, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of him, but right, he never smoked weed, he says. Yeah, I don't know what the details about him, but if you guys are new here, thanks so much for coming in here. I myself am a stand-up comedian, and this is I gotta talk about this because you know, he's famous in our industry, and people like this are fucking jump shooting ahead of me. Who, if you guys don't understand, these people that take the rich way of living in Los Angeles, they have it easy of being able to afford to go do stand-up all the time. You're talking to a guy who barely able to fucking make a bus trip once a week in order to go to Vancouver and do a free stand-up comedy set. Okay? People don't understand how much people have to bust our fucking ass just to do stand-up comedy. So, I have every right to jump into the subject because Chris D'Elia, he was part of the Cleveland show. That's how I started knowing him. And Chris D'Elia was this big name that a lot of people were starting to follow. You know, he talked about him being a good two shoes and everything like that. This fucking proves what a piece of shit this guy is. Let's go on with the article here. Comedian Chris D'Elia has been accused of sexual misconduct on Twitter. The conversation itself indicates to be from 2014, where Okay, so he starts off with asking a pic from a 16-year-old, apparently, at the time. In more follow-up tweets, Rossi also claims that the comedian used his age to his advantage, and while she was embarrassed about it, she thought it was a funny story to tell at parties. Okay, so I I don't know. That's fucking weird. I don't know if you're young, you're in high school probably, stuff like that. But however, she said she decided to speak out over concerns that he could still be doing it before calling out Netflix for casting him in You. In the wake of Rossi's tweets going viral, a handful of others made similar allegations, many of which were done anonymously. Holy shit! Holy shit! Wow. This is crazy because I've literally had this sent to me about Chris D'Elia as well. Fun fact about Chris D'Elia. When he stayed at my hotel 2 years ago, he called for help with his AC unit and then exposed himself to the woman who went to help. What? Then tried to get her to come back to the room. If you see posts, please leave me anonymous, but it was in Cleveland, Ohio during his show early 2018. What the fuck? Wow. When I was a brand new comic, one of Delia's best friends warned me to never send Chris nudes because he made them into memes and showed to other male comics at shows. Looks like some of those memes were, yeah, probably of underage girls. No wonder I don't miss comedy yet. What the fuck? What? That is fucked. And they're rolling in. Okay, just along with the Chris D'Elia thread, when he performed in Boulder last year, I went with my underage friend and she messaged him on IG saying she loved the show because she was low-key Instagram famous. And he asked her and I to come back to his hotel room later to cuddle with him. What? Wow. Fuck you, Chris D'Elia. You solicited nudes from minors while you were in Vancouver. What? What? I live in fucking Vancouver. Fuck you, Chris D'Elia. You nudes from minors while you were in Vancouver and tried to fuck my friend when we were 16. And when I called you out on Twitter, you told her you'd ruin her life if I didn't delete it. Absolute pedophile scumbag. Oh my fucking god. What a fucking piece of shit. My god, people are embracing all these fucking Los Angeles comedians because Netflix films them out there and everything like that. Okay, people need to understand some of these people are the biggest fucking pieces of shit in the world. Can we please stop filming Los Angeles comedians? Can we actually go and find artists that actually work their fucking asses off instead of just one part of a fucking country where all these man. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of people coming in here, and I'm just reading stuff. I'm not reading comments. Hearing about this. Okay. I see a lot of comments. I'm right now. I'm just looking at a news article. So bear with me, guys. If you guys are just coming in here right now, I'm just looking at a news article right now and just reading this stuff. Okay. About Crystalia. Please keep me anonymous if you share. But a friend of mine hooked up with him in Nashville when she was blackout drunk and he was sober. Okay, well, he always fucking brags about being sober in the first place. So that's already fucking weird. This was after he stopped drinking, so he was literally completely sober. Stopped drinking? I thought he said he doesn't. Wait a minute. I thought he just, in a new Netflix special or something like that, he said that he doesn't drink. What the fuck? She was 21 and he was 37 at the time. She said she didn't regret it exactly, but felt super weird about knowing the age difference, plus the fact that she was very obviously wasted. What the fuck, man? Crystalia, like, I can't fucking believe that all these fucking people worship all these famous comedians that are fucking trash out dirtbags. Please, if you are here right now, I'm a stand-up comedian that has been fucking working my ass off for 8 years. If you want some free stand-up comedy, if you guys want to know who I am, give me a subscribe. I am just a simple comedian, and I mean nobody, no harm, compared to this piece of shit that fucking apparently gets so many fucking views around the world and fucking is a piece of shit. Unfucking believable how I have to read up this shit, man. There's more. There's fucking more. I can't fucking believe this shit. I've just been sitting here reading an article and people are joining me. And it's not even done yet, people. Crystalia story. Keep me anon if you share. And look at that. Somebody's fucking fighting outside my apartment. What a great night this is. I was interviewing some IG influencers for a story I was working on a couple years ago. One girl was 17 and literally had 17 in her bio. She was probably too young to even be interviewed with me, but she was one of the only people who answered my DMs. Anyway, we did a phone interview and she told me kind of out of nowhere that Crystalia had slid into her DMs before being hella flirty and sexual. Like trying to meet up with her even though she literally had 17 in her bio. What the fuck? I can't believe this fucking shit, guys. Once again, if you guys are just coming in here, my apologies. I can't see, I see a lot of comments going through my TV right now. I'm just sitting here reading an article, what's going on. What is this? Although I've been publicly saying it for years, fuck Crystalia. He solicited nudes of me when I was 17 years old and constantly messaged me whenever he was touring Vancouver and asked me to come backstage to his shows. What the fuck? That's 2 fucking cases in Vancouver. I can't fucking believe this shit. I'm not even done reading this article, people. Yeah, imagine like Theo Vaughn. I know Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn knows me as well. If you guys know Theo Vaughn, he's on Netflix. Theo Vaughn knows me as well. I'm friends with Felipe Esparza as well. I'm not even done reading articles, people. Oh my God! Like 6 years ago, Crystalia tried to fly a girl I worked with from Canada to LA to stay with him and hook up. She was 18, so not underage, but he used her nudes to blackmail her when she said she didn't want to go. Oh my fuck, man. I can't fucking believe this shit. Loomis Cleo said, that's dope. Theo Von follows me that you know Theo. Yeah, absolutely. Theo Von's pretty cool. I got his stand-up special here on my iTunes here for an album. I've seen it on Netflix as well. Theo Von knows me. If you guys know Theo Von, hit him up on Twitter or something like that. Tell him Coop says hi. Hopefully we can do a podcast together at some point. He's a cool dude. I met him in Montreal. And he's a he's a cool dude, man. But I met him through Felipe Esparza on Felipe. If you guys don't know Felipe Esparza, he was a Last Comic Standing winner. A cool dude, man. The good comedians, man. We're like, a lot of people talk shit about us being like, you know, always like drinking and everything like that, but you know what, some of them are some of the coolest comedians out there, and obviously shows Crystalia is a piece of shit. I'm not even fucking done reading articles, people. 2 more articles to read. 116, 119, all teenagers. Are you fucking kidding me? Keep me anonymous, but Crystalia did a similar thing to me. I was 19, so not underage, but he messaged me on Twitter asking if I'd talk to him more privately and personally, and then offered to fly me to LA so we could hook up. I never answered him after that, but it was weird. I had tweeted to him quoting his jokes, and that's how he replied. What the fuck? Years ago on TV, Crystalia told me I was a fucking weirdo. I now know it's because my fiance is the same age as me. Oh my God. I can't fucking believe this shit, people. He does. I like his on Twitter. Yeah, he follows me with a lot of people he doesn't know. Felipe did a show near me before the quarantine, I believe. Hey, that's awesome. Tell Felipe I said hi. Hey, everybody, right now, if you're coming in here right now, apparently you guys know other comedians I know. Felipe Esparza. He's an awesome dude. I've known him for many years. Same with Rodrigo Torres Jr., his partner. Make sure you guys go follow. Those are good comedians. You guys want to follow, man. Hey, everybody that's in here right now, put R.I.P. Brody Stevens. I miss you, man. I miss you, Brody. Everybody right now, if you guys are stand-up comedian fans, we lost Brody Stevens. I was good friends with Brody, and man, please right now R.I.P. if you guys know him at all. He was a good friend of mine. I miss him. Felipe know him as well. R.I.P. Brody. Absolutely, Loomis. If you guys know Brody as well, he was probably one of the closest comedians that I've been with. Brody was Man, that was a good dude, man. I sent out a tweet that said Chris D'Elia just proved why sober people are the most fucked up people. People like it. R.I.P. Brody Stevens. I looked like a kind, sensitive guy. Brody Stevens was an awesome dude, guys. If you guys want to know comedians of who to follow in that, go follow Felipe Esparza. He's an awesome dude. Um, who else can I say? Um, yeah, there are a lot of good comedians out there that you can follow, but there are a lot of really famous ones out there that you probably should not give a shit out. Tom Segura, if go fuck yourself, Tom. You piece of shit. You're a terrible comedian. I don't know if you're a fucking bully ever since you lost weight. Tom Segura, you're a fucking terrible comedian. Um, Bert Kreisler, I don't know. He's all right. I don't find Bert that funny. Um, Chris D'Elia, man, this is crazy shit. Like, no wonder why all these girls always were like. When I went to Montreal and heard all this stuff about Chris D'Elia being a ladies' man, fuck, I didn't know I had to do with underage shit as well. I met Brody once. He was my favorite comedian. That's awesome, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Brody, I want to buy a t-shirt for Brody. Brody, I'm wearing on stage as well. Brody talked at a pitching camp I went to in college, and I've been, oh, nice. RIP, absolutely. Thank you so much. First, I'm hearing of Chris D'Elia. Shit, what happened? Oh, here, I'll go through more shit with you guys. Like, I can't fucking believe this Chris D'Elia shit. Bert is funny on pods. His stand up is whatever. His stand up, man, he was an opener. I can tell you this right now from being Brody's good friend. He always loved being paid under the table. I can tell you that right now about Brody. He always loved being paid under the table. R.I.P. Brody. So, I can go through this shit again, man. Like, this is crazy stuff. I can't believe this Chris D'Elia shit. If you guys are just coming in here, I can go through it again about this article I just read. It's pretty detailed. Pop culture. It was made by an hour ago. Comedian Chris D'Elia has been accused of sexual misconduct on Twitter by multiple accounts, from what I just read. On Tuesday, user Simone Rossi, who goes by the screen name @GirlPowerTBH, tweeted out a series of screenshots depicting a conversation between herself and someone who appears to be Chris D'Elia. The conversation itself indicates to be from 2014, where the U-star appears to be requesting a pic from Rossi. While the sender's name is blocked out in the pair of images, it appears to read D'Elia's name. In part, in a follow-up tweet, Rossi, who indicated that she was 16 at the time, wrote that she was being groomed by a stand-up comedian who was twice her age. She also claims that the two never met up and she had gotten a boyfriend her own age. Rossi then goes on to more specifics about their alleged interactions, where she later mentions the comedian by name. In more follow-up tweets, Rossi also claims that the comedian used his age to his advantage. And while she was embarrassed about it, she thought it was a funny story to tell at parties. However, she said she decided to speak out over concerns that he could still be doing it, Before calling out Netflix for casting him in You in the wake of Rossi tweets going viral, a handful of others made similar allegations, many of which were done anonymously. So, I can go through some of these. Hamilton's in here. Wow, Chris D'Elia sucks. Hamilton! He tried grooming. At least we can have a little bit of humor. I will go through some of these tweets here. Simone wrote, imagine getting owned by a 16-year-old. I have no idea what she says there in her pics. Okay, so this Twitter account seems to expose a lot of texts that were sent to them anonymously. So this is a text that was given, or a tweet that was DM'd to somebody anonymously. Fun fact about Chris D'Elia. When he stayed at my hotel 2 years ago, he called for help with his AC unit and then exposed himself to the woman who went to help. Then tried to get her to come back to the room. If you see post, please leave me anonymous, but it was in Cleveland, Ohio during his show early 2018. Here is another tweet. This is from Emma Arnold. When I was a brand new comic, one of D'Elia's best friends warned me to never send Chris nudes because he made them into memes and showed them to other male comics at shows. Looks like some of those memes were probably of underage girls. No wonder I don't miss comedy yet. This is crazy, people. This is crazy. Gorilla Strong's in here. Who is Chris? Chris D'Elia. If you guys don't know Chris D'Elia, he was the boyfriend of what was the girl's name in the? If you guys never seen the Cleveland show, Chris D'Elia plays the boyfriend rapper dude. I can't remember what his name is. But that's Chris D'Elia who's in that. Chris D'Elia's been known for trying to be this sober comedian and trying to be this goody two-shoes. Now it just comes out he's a complete piece of shit. Let's find out what else. Okay, so this is another tweet. Fun fact about Chris D'Elia. When he I already read that. Sorry, I guess they and they're rolling in. Okay, so here's another one. Just along with the Chris D'Elia thread, when he performed in Boulder last year, I went with my underage friend and she messaged him on IG saying she loved the show because she was low-key Instagram famous, and he asked her and I to come back to his hotel room later to, quote, cuddle, end quote, with him. Apparently he's disgusting. Oh my God! So Coop, you're grounded. This is crazy, guys. Hey, we're all comedian fans. If you guys like stand-up comedy, I've got like 15 minutes of free stand-up comedy. I am doing live streams and trying to give you guys as much honesty about who I am. This is why all these fucking celebrities are sometimes like low-key and they're hiding behind stuff and shit like that. This is why I do like live streaming and that. I don't want to like hide who I am with you guys. I've never drank alcohol. Is fucking sketchy. Absolutely. I've heard stories of his behavior. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Our first story is without the underage allegations. Well, just this Crystalia shit is crazy. First of all, let me. Okay, so this is what's crazy. I'm near Vancouver, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm near Vancouver, Canada. Apparently, Crystalia is one of his favorite spots. Is in Vancouver. This is a tweet from a girl named Bad Hand Job. A girl named Meg. She puts, "Fuck you, Crystalia. You solicited nudes from minors while you were in Vancouver and tried to fuck my friend when we were 16. And when I called you out on Twitter, you told her you'd ruin her life if I didn't delete it. Absolute pedophile scumbag." Fucking gross. Here's another tweet. "About Crystalia, please keep me anonymous if you share. But a friend of mine hooked up with him in Nashville when she was blackout drunk and he was sober. This was after he stopped drinking, so he was literally completely sober. She was 21 and he was 37 at the time. She said she didn't regret it exactly, but felt super weird about it knowing the age difference, plus the fact that she was very obviously wasted." Here's another one. Crystalia's story. "Keep me anonymous if you share. I was interviewing some IG influencers for a story I was working on a couple of years ago. One girl was 17 and literally had 17 in her bio. She was probably too young to even be interviewing with me, but she was one of the only people who answered my DMs. Anyway, we did a phone interview and she told me kind of out of nowhere that Crystalia had slid into her DMs before being hella flirty and sexual, like trying to meet up with her even though she literally had 17 in her bio. That is fucked. That is absolutely fucked. Fuck, man. Here's more. Although I've been publicly saying it for years, fuck Crystalia. He solicited nudes of me when I was 17 years old and constantly messaged me whenever he was touring Vancouver and asked me to come backstage with shows. That is fucking crazy, man. That is fucking crazy. Wow, this is crazy, guys. If you guys are just coming in here right now, thank you so much for just coming in here. I'm just reading news about Crystalia. Don't worry, guys. I'm like... Fuck. The worst thing about me is I'm a New York Jets fan. That's already embarrassing enough. Jeez, this one includes... Okay, here's another one. "Oh my god, like 6 years ago, Crystalia tried to fly a girl I work with from Canada to LA to stay with him and hook up. She was 18, so not underage, but he used her nudes to blackmail her when she said she didn't want to go." Fuck you, Crystalia, you fucking piece of shit, man. Two more. "Keep me anonymous, but Crystalia did a similar thing to me. I was 19, so not underage, but he messaged me on Twitter asking if I'd talk to him more privately and personally, and then offered to fly me to LA so we could hook up. I never answered him after that, but it was weird. I had tweeted to him quoting his jokes, and that's how he replied." Fuck, man. Well, thanks everybody for coming in. Smoking Sick, Silly Cheers. Hey, everybody that's coming in here. This is just crazy news that's going on about Crystalia. I've just been sitting here just reading this news article and people are just coming in here. Just a heads up, everybody, right now. If you want some good comedians to follow, Felipe Esparza, Last Comic Standing winner. If you guys know him, very well-known comedian. If you guys knew Brody Stevens, type in the chat R.I.P. Brody Stevens. He was a good friend of mine that supported my stand-up and everything like that. Unfortunately, passed away, and we miss him dearly. So R.I.P. Brody Stevens. He was a good guy. Who else? Oh, everybody right now. Dolph Ziggler, you motherfucker. Everybody right now. I have beef with Dolph Ziggler in WWE right now. On Twitter right now, I am trying to challenge Dolph Ziggler to a roast battle in Montreal. This motherfucker thinks this guy's going to get away with thinking he can one-up me. No, man. Dolph Ziggler, someday I challenge you to a goddamn roast battle, and I will beat you down, man. That's what she said. Okay, so that's all the tweets that I've read from that article. That is just crazy, man. Anyways, there are a lot of people just coming in here. Shout out in the chat, everybody that's coming in here right now. We're all just shocked about this news. Chris D'Elia, so many messages coming out about this piece of shit, man. The news I heard about Chris D'Elia, I was in Montreal working at Just for Laughs as a volunteer, and I heard from other comedians that Chris D'Elia, a lot of girls like Chris D'Elia for some reason. He worked out a lot, and it was just like he seemed like a ladies' man. So I heard stories about this, that a lot of girls liked him in that, but I did not. I did not figure this guy would just be fucking talking with fucking underage girls and fucking piece of shit, man. Jesus. Any statements from any other comedians about this yet? Oh, I can. Michael grabs popcorn. You guys are crazy, man. Thanks everybody for coming in here. I really appreciate it. I'm just reading news about this shit. I just wanted to play a video game and just read this news about Chris D'Elia, and it's crazy. Here, let me see if there's any other news from other comedians about this. No, other comedians really haven't commented, guys. I think I'm like the only comedian that's actually live streaming and actually talking about this shit. Why haven't any other famous comedians came up about this shit yet? Come on. Where's Tom Segura? Are they all fucking butt buddies or something like that? Come on, famous comedians. Step up. Wow, this is crazy. They all knew, Ruben says. This is crazy, guys. If I hear any news, like I'm just on my Twitter account just looking at this stuff right now. This is insane. Chris D'Elia, fuck you, man. Comedians always have stuff to say when it comes to things like this. Why so quiet now? I have no idea, Dougie. Like I'm live streaming talking about this shit. I have nothing to hide. I'm fucking a broke ass comedian that lives in Canada. Bro was really the in the show. I'm not sure what that means, dude. Skills, silly works. This chat is going crazy, man. I'm just like looking over at my TV. Ha 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 ha. It's like all I'm doing is just it's crazy. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe the people who are saying Chris D'Elia is a comedian. See, that's funny. This is fucking hysterical, but at the same time, fuck. Oh, it absolutely is fuck, guys. Absolutely is fuck. Do I see any other articles? Chris D'Elia. Let's see if I can find anything else. That one article basically breaks everything down. I think Chris was on the list of celebrities who went to Epstein's Island. Oh, fuck. All these fucking celebrities out in Los Angeles are fucking pieces of shit anyways. It's all the rich people that live out there that they just film on stage. They can just get away with. Man, like, you guys gotta go support other, like, independent comedians instead of allowing the industry to allow these pieces of shit to actually get ahead in the industry. Chris Lee accused of grooming underage girls. Internet says he played himself in Netflix. Jeez. Has any other comedians said anything yet about this? Amy Schumer. Who the fuck cares about what Amy Schumer says? If you cowards had fired Chris Lee a long time ago for being bad at the job stand-up comedy, he wouldn't have had time to creep. But you live to say good set to men taller than you. Oh, that's not Amy Schumer, that's Amy Miller. Well, who gives a shit about what Amy Schumer says anyways? Amy Schumer sucks as well. Jeez, I banned from the chat, I guess. You're banned from the chat? You're writing in the chat? What the hell's going on? You guys are crazy, man. You play. Hey, if you're new here, make sure that you give a sub and push the thumbs up right now so the world gets to see the stream. Fuck Chris D'Elia. Push the thumbs up if you say fuck Chris D'Elia. Let's show the world what a real comedian is, man. I'm here chatting with you guys. I'm just fucking live streaming. I've got nothing to fucking hide from. Look at this piece of shit. Fucking cocky ass bitch saying, "Oh, I don't drink." Oh, and the people make fun of me. Hey, because you have a problem and everything like that. And he does a bit on it. What a fucking piece of shit, man. Where is the real comedian? I don't know. He's probably taking a hiatus tonight here. Here, let me, I was actually, while I was reading this, I actually, be honest with you guys, Chris D'Elia says he doesn't drink or anything like that. While reading this article, I actually was 4 beers deep, and I'm on my 5th beer right now. So, for all those people that think all the sober people are the most goody two-shoe people in the world right now, go fuck yourselves. Us drinkers can have a good time, and we can still be good people, you know? Man, I've been sitting here for 49 minutes. Not even played a fucking video game. I've just been reading this Chris D'Elia shit. It's crazy. This is insane. Oh, man. If I hear anything else here, I'll read it to you guys. But that article basically broke down everything, eh? Crystalia is like Drake. They both groom young. Oh fuck. Jeez. You guys are crazy, man. Don't fucking. I'm having a good time here. Don't get me fucking banned on YouTube. I'm just having a good night here. You guys are just writing comments like crazy. All right. I'm tweeting this out, guys. Talking Crystalia. Actually, there's a lot of people leaving here right now. Well, I've read the article. If you guys want to stick around, you guys can. I can read more news about it, but we've kind of broke down the news and everything like that. So, but there's nothing really else I can really say except for Crystalia is a piece of shit. I kind of want to live stream more though. Just like talk with you guys, you know. I think we should talk about this, Crystalia. I love hearing from other people about if they were fans of Crystalia and how much he's a piece of shit now. Hey, if you guys are Crystalia fans, I welcome you. Come over to my channel and breathe in the cannabis into your lungs. If you guys like the humor with cannabis. I don't know if you guys like laughing and coughing at the same time, but that's what she said. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna smoke a bowl here. I've been sitting here for like 52 minutes and I haven't smoked a bowl yet.
Use this time to practice. We'll be deploying soon.
I'm smoking a strain called Tsunami here.
Soldier incoming.
Gee, that's loud.
Preparation is done. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Oh, I just can't wait to smoke weed. Oh, it ain't false!
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Alright, let's do this! Oh, this is a really bad circle.
Anybody need one of these?
Oh, by the way, make sure everybody, once I hit to 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a free giveaway. So if you guys want to be part of a free giveaway, you gotta make sure you're subscribed. I'm doing a free t-shirt giveaway for when I hit 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there, by the way.
soldier incoming.
Hey boy, it got really quiet once I stopped reading the article. If you guys have any comments or anything like that about Crystalia, please leave them below. So it's just we're all in shock, I guess, because you know Crystalia was very popular, and what a piece of shit he is. Oh boy, there's somebody here.
Moving.
Where are you? Woo! Ah, damn it! Somebody's behind me too.
You're in the gulag now. Fight to earn redeployment.
Maybe I can get out of the gulag. He had a rant about how Pizzagate isn't real. Oh, really?
Time for a fight. Get ready to fight. You're next.
Well, this this piece of shit apparently has got a rant for a lot of things. I don't know what his rant's gonna be about getting out of this situation, but it's not looking good for him right now.
You win this fight and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Earn your way out. Going back to the front line.
Woohoo!
You've got gas moving in.
Anybody need one of these?
I know you're here, you son of a bitch. Ah, you fucking piece of...
We lost that one. We'll
I'm
come
gonna
back stronger next time.
fucking cock fuck you in the face, you fucking... You little pile of shit! Ah! God fucking damn it! Ah! I hope he licks a cock's asshole! I don't even know if that's even fucking update. There's a playlist update available. Really? Is Plunder back? The fuck kind of an update was that? Are you fucking kidding me? What changed? What was the update about? That was so fucking stupid. Anyways. So, if you guys are all just coming in here, the Crystalia thing, we're all very shocked about it. Crystalia has been exposed. Excuse me, I'm going to be making a new thumbnail for this here. New project. If you guys want me to read more of these notes here, here are some of the tweets. Once again, from some anonymous people. Fun fact about Crystalia. when he stayed at my hotel 2 years ago. He called for help with his AC unit and then exposed himself to the woman who went to help. Then tried to get her to come back to the room. If you see/post, please leave me anonymous, but it was in Cleveland, Ohio during his show in early 2018. Then more started coming in. Okay, just along with the Chris Leah thread, when he performed in Boulder last year, I went with my underage friend and she messaged him on IG saying she loved the show because she was low-key Instagram famous. And he asked her and I to come back to his hotel room later to, quote, cuddle with him. He's disgusting. Somebody should expose Joe Rogan for calling black people there are so many things that just you shouldn't do in society, like, and you should just live a normal human being life. All this stereotypical humor and trying to be offensive and everything like that, it doesn't work. But neither does apparently being sober as hell and trying to be a goody two shoes like this fuck. You gotta have a balance. You gotta be somewhat fucked up. This person said, "Fuck you, Chris Leah. You solicited news from minors while you were in Vancouver and tried to fuck my friend while we were 16. And when I called you out on Twitter, you told her you'd ruin her life if I didn't delete it. Absolute pedophile scumbag." Ridiculous. Let's see here. I'm putting big words. What's going on in chat? Cancel Joe Rogan. I like basically cancel everything right now. Here's my opinion that what's going on with the cancellation of the live cop shows, like Cops, I don't know, LAPD Live, stuff like that, and everything like that. Like, police officers, not all police officers are bad people. We need to understand that some of these people put their lives every day on the line for our safety. And for people just to label them as crooked political human beings is ridiculous. The police officers put their lives on the line for us, and we have to. You guys just can't villainize them, right? They're there to protect, but it's just some of them are crooked, unfortunately. That's all. All right. Sorry guys, I'm making a thumbnail here. If you guys are wondering. Here, I'm gonna go back and Battle Royale, so let's do another thing here. Just Remember when he was Bieber's favorite comedian? I remember, yeah. He was. Hey, everybody, send Justin Bieber my stand-up comedy. All I do is just talk about smoking weed. Fuck Crystal.
Use this time to practice. We'll be deploying soon.
Update my thumbnail here. Yeah, we're talking about Chris. I just read some of the tweets. I actually just started a game here, Sab.
Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
We were just going over the tweets. You guys can leave your comments below and everything like that, but Chris and everything like that. Like, as a comedian, like, I heard about Chris's girl problems, everything like that when I was in Montreal. But no beats, absolutely.
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
I am a comedian, and I have nothing to hide from you guys. That's why I do live streams. If you guys want to check out some of my stand-up comedy, you guys can.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
Hey, make sure you guys leave all your channels below and give me a subscribe. I gotta make sure I subscribe to everybody back. Everybody that's in here, make sure you leave everybody's comments below. I want to make sure I sub everybody back here. It's good. Where's my phone? Gotta make sure Oh, my thing here. Sorry, guys. I was saying that leave your comment below if you guys want to sub or anything like that from me. Oh shit, my phone's at 4%. Crap. What? Chris D'Elia replied to me? No. Oh, no, it was just my comment. That'd be fucking hysterical if he fucking replied to my fucking tweet. Oh my god. Fuck you, Chris D'Elia. You so grass. Fucking waste of a human being. God damn it, Los Angeles. You produce the fucking worst comedians out there in the world. Some of these fucking comedians out there are just god-awful, and Netflix just goes to Los Angeles or New York and just the most popular areas and try and find the comedians that could afford to go on stage. Oh, jeez.
losing ground.
I heard somebody. Where are you? Come out and play. Where are you? Oh! I heard somebody die. Let's get out of here! Woohoo! Off to the TV station. I'm a crazy motherfucker.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh my god. There's two people here. If you guys come through this fucking door, I'm gonna fucking see you through it, you little fucktards. Come on out. Come on out. Come on. I'm gonna fucking wreck you. They're outside. Oh, I'm insane. Somebody's here. Somebody's here. I can hear somebody. Shh, 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 shh. Everybody quiet. I'm gonna fuck kill you. Dead! Get out of here, bitches! And wiener. Woohoo! Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Oh boy. Do 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 do. Ooh shit. What was that? Do 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 do. Oh, he's in another! I see you, little fucker. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Friendly drop bag headed your way.
Ah! Ah! Get out of here!
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. What the fuck? That was the worst aiming I've ever fucking seen. That was the worst aiming I've ever fucking seen.
This is the Gulag. Survive and you can redeploy. Here we go. Get ready, you're next. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. Earn your way out.
Oh! Oh, shit!
We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
Well, that does it for me tonight, guys. This Crystalia thing has got me on my toes. Alright, I'm heading off. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Make sure you push that subscribe button. Push the thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. And fuck Crystalia. Make sure you guys go check out my stand-up comedy. Peace out.